Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nasharuddin Binti Baki.
I will present the introduction part of this case study. Firstly, customer focus is referring to an act of paying close attention to the customers to maximize the customer satisfaction, while at the same time increasing the profitability of the organization. Customer focus quality is one of the elements in top quality management (TQM). In short, we can say that customer focus is an approach that can be used by the organization to have a good relationship with the customers so that the customers will feel satisfied. Customer focus organization key processes can be divided into four. First is about the customer commitment. In order to get the sincere commitment from the customer, the organization must have a clear communication with the customers first. Then they need to explicit the guarantees and warranties to the customer so that the customer will know about it. Secondly is about the customer contact and interaction. In this key process, the organization must deal with moment of truth and customer contact requirement to make it easy for the customers to deal with the business. Thirdly is about selecting and developing customer contact employees (CCE). CCE is the only means that link the organization with its customer. So, the organization must carefully select the CCE who shows the ability and desire to develop a good relationship with the customers. Lastly is about the complaint management and service recovery. In this key process, the organization must consider all the complaints from the customer as the opportunity for them to improve more in the future. So, it will help the organization to be better day by day.
And I will answer the first question in this case study. The actions of the hostess are not matched with the philosophy of customer-focused quality. It is very important for the hostess to understand on how to maintain customer focus. According to the customer focus in top quality management, the hostess must carefully listen to what customer wanted in order to improve customer satisfaction that focus to increase customer loyalty and organizational profits. As we can see here, the hostess tells Donna just to wait for other guests that already make reservation but they are failed to show up. Only then she will seat Donna and her family. Even Donna and her family finally sit, she feels unsatisfied with the things happen because they already reserved for their seat and arrived 20 minutes earlier but still have to wait. This incident will give the family an awful experience and a bad impression towards the hotel. We often heard people say that customers is always right. This is because company success is based on how they serve their customers. When a company can satisfy their customer, the customer probably will come back to apply their service and tend to bring other customers with them. As said in the case, Donna's family already made their reservation 3 weeks prior to Easter. They also arrived 20 minutes earlier at the hotel, and when the hostess said no reservation were made by them, they were very disappointed. This shows that the hotel is lack of quality service in terms of hotel's customer focus.
Next question in this case is what might she have done differently? Before answer this question, our group strongly recommend that the hotel should focus on its weaknesses and find the other method for preventing issue with its service. Asking for customer feedback. For this, they will know whether their service match the satisfaction level of guests, and this will be a hard support for them to find way of how they can offer better service for their customer. The best way the hotel should avoid this incident and provide a better service for customers are to review the feedback and take note every word of customer. This also will lead to a good image for the public. The action that hostess did different with the key dimensions of service, such as ineffective response of the manager. We can see the hostess respond when Mark asked to see the manager, and the hostess tell she was the manager and turn to other duty. In our opinion, customer focus is really important in this case. There are many ways to respond in such incident, and one of it, first, apologize for customer because customer wait for it. Next, she must listen, understand, and sympathize, and ask question about what customer need. For example, when the customer want to see manager, as employee, they need to treat the customer as well as manager well. In other words, they must respect the customer opinion and not argue about it. Third, in cooperation with the customer, she must fix the problem immediately, such as telling the customer that she will find the other spot to sit as soon as possible. Then, as a guarantee towards the customer, they do offer such as apologize and reward. Finally, as they say, they have to keep the promise and stop this thing from happening again. This is what she need to have been doing. In order for the hotel to provide its guests with better service, the necessary action is to strengthen their service and customer satisfaction. This should strengthen their customer focus so that this incident does not happen again. The hotel should have separation of duty between manager and worker. For the hostess who spoke to them was also the hotel manager in this situation. In order to avoid confusing about their duties, hotel staff should concentrate on what job they are assigned to, in order to recognize the need of their customer and to provide them at the time given. They also can help them to improve their customer communication relationship.
And I will answer the second question, which is, how would you have reacted to the letter that Mark received? In our opinion, the step that hotel management should take is not only get the feedback, but continuous follow-up or certain assurance such as apology or compensation. As we know, quality assurance is important in maintaining the customer relationship, and quality assurance can be get through customer service. Customer service are designed to keep customers satisfied while maintaining the image of the organization. Every employee should know how to manage the customers to maintain the quality assurance. Like the first thing first, they must have knowledge or resources about the problem, meet the customer satisfaction, as this type of service can leave an impression toward the organization, but it is depends on the service that the customers got.
So this is actually continuous from question 2. Service quality, they mentioned only focus on assurance in maintaining relationship with the customer, but we also focus on reliability, tangibles, empathy, and also responsive. Reliability is ability to provide what was promised, and the promise must be dependable and accurate. For example, client charter. Another example, client charter of National Registration Department in making identification card or IC must complete within 30 minutes. Next, we have tangibles. Is a physical appearance of organization, such as layout of counter or organizations must be tangible so that customer can refer to it. Another example, cleanliness of the physical facilities also important so that customer have a good image of the organizations. Moreover, we have empathy. So it means that we putting ourselves as organizations in customer shoes, such as degree of caring, individual attention, good communication, and also customer understanding. Back with this case, missing reservations, hotel management should try to suggest other solutions towards Mark, so that he feel relief and satisfied with the treatment that hotel management give, and instead of give suggestion only and turn doing other duties or sickness. A good organizations should respond efficiently towards customer feedback. So in this case, missing reservations, hotel management should respond the latter in more efficient way. So the hotel management should focus on the customer that always use their service instead of care in other new customer. So the fact that say 65% comes from existing customer and it's cost 5 times move to more to find a new customer from then keep the existing one happy.
I will continue with the next one, which is, what does the fact that the hotel manager did not personally respond to the customer tell you? The fact that the hotel manager did not personally respond to the customer actually give a little bad impression and experience toward the customers. If things can be fixed up, the customer will be impressed with the treatment that he got and eventually use their service again. And by this, who knows, this incident can create the loyalty of customer and create the customer-supplier relationship. This is mean that the customer willing to make effort to do business by actively support and recommend the brand and product offerings. An example like the well-known businesswoman Datuk Seri Dr. Hajawida willing to cooperate, promote and invest the product of Louis Vuitton because of she really into the product, trust and satisfied with the product. In conclusion, we can say that customer focus is an approach that can be used by the organization to have a good relationship with customers so that the customers will feel satisfied. In this case, the management of the hotel should also concentrate on the clients who have used their service before instead of overly concerned on the new potential customers. The fact that the hotel manager did not respond directly to the customer really gives some negative opinion and bad experience to the customer on the service that they paid for. However, if the problem can be resolved, the customer will be impressed with the service that they receive and surely they will come again and this has increased the customer's satisfaction. With that, thank you.